Hello everyone and welcome to my very first tutorial on YouTube, and in this one I'll be showing you how to use the Django class-based views in your application. So to do this, I'm going to be showing you how to do this by creating a simple blog where you have your blog with its details. You have the author and the categories, and you also have the functionality to log in. And when you log in, you could be able to create a new post, edit, and delete. And we'll be doing all this with the Django class-based views. So this tutorial is going to come in three parts. The first part, which is this, I'll be showing you how to use the basic class-based views. And the second part will be diving into the generic class-based views. And the third part, I'll be showing you how mixins work. So I'll be providing a GitHub link to this project so you could clone it and follow up as I work. So let's dive into Visual Studio Code. But before that, okay, I have to commit this. Then I'll create a new branch for this tutorial, for this first part. So we're going to name the branch CBV tuts. Yeah, so commit this. Okay, so let's just do a brief overview of what's already in this project. So we have templates I've already created for you for the UI view, but first of all, let's check the browser and we see this is a clean working Django application. So we'll dive into the views. Currently the views is empty. So for Django class-based, for your function-based views, you define your views with function, but in Django class-based views, you define them in a class. And this class has to be derived from the view class. So it has to extend the superclass called views. And this superclass is in the Django.views, then we import views. I'll be talking about more on how this view class works. But first of all, let's create a view for the home page. We're going to name it home, and it's going to extend the view class. So instead of using like the function-based view, instead of using your conditionals like if requested method equals to get or post, Django class-based view provides you with already made functions for separation of concerns. So here we could easily just define the get function instead of using the if statement. We do this, then we could now say but first of all, let me show you what the model looks like. So this is the model. We have the category and the post. It's just a very, very simple model. The category has the name and the creator, while the post has the title, content, author, and category. So we'll go back to our views.py and we import this model, imports posts. Yeah, we'll be working with post for now. So we import posts. So like your regular function-based views is just the same thing. The only difference between this and this level is that in your function-based views, you use your if statements to check the HTTP verb, but with class-based views, you define them in a function. So we'll be doing post objects dot all. Then we could do return and what's going to be the templates? Let's check. Okay, blog home. So it's going to be blog home.html. Then we export it as posts. So now we're done with this basic view to list out the post. We'll go to the urls.py for the app. This url.py belongs to the blog app. So we'll go to this urls.py and we'll do this. So it's gonna be the home. Then we'll first we'll remove this and import from blog, import views. So we now have views dot home. So there's a special function in the Django class-based view called the as. What did we name this? Okay, home.as view. So this function makes your application see this class as a function-based view. So I'll be talking more about this as view later on in the course. But what this does in whenever you create using the Django class-based views in your urls.py, you have to add the as views function, because this function is going to make the class render as a view. And remember, it's going to be one view. It's either is get or post. So we'll give it a name called home. So I think that is that views.as view. So in our home templates, we'll do our for loop for posts in post. I remember we're getting this post from the view function, from the view class, I mean. So we copy this, or these are already made HTML codes I've written for you to make this tutorial more focused on the topic, which is class-based views. So from our model, let's see the information. We have the title, content, update, view. Okay, so we'll do this. Post.title. We'll do the same for the author. Post.author. We also have the category. Post.category. We have the pub dates. Post.pub date. Then what else do we have? Okay, view count. Post.view count. I think the last one should be the content. Post.content. Yep, so let's try this out in our browser. What's the problem? Oh, okay. I think I had a problem with my imports. That was a silly mistake. Where's that? Okay, from my views, silly mistake again. I'm sorry about that. It's view, not views. So from Django.view, import view. So let's refresh. Oh, silly me. My first tutorial, so just you have to be patient with me. So that's it. Yes, so it's working right now, and this data was some data already imputed just for the tutorial. So we're getting it from this. So we have 4 items in the list. So we have 4 items on the page 2, and this pagination is not going to work now because we've done nothing on it. So we have the first post, second post, third post, and fourth post. So the next thing I'm going to be showing you would be how to get the detailed view using the Django class-based view. So that is for this link to actually work. So we'll go back to our views.py, then we'll define another class, and I would name this post detail. I guess that's okay, and it's gonna extend the view class. So we're gonna be it's gonna be a get function. We have the self and the request. We'll also pass it the primary key because we have to get one item, so we need something to identify that item, and we're going to be using the primary key. So next we're going to be doing post equals to post dot object that get, where the pk is equals to the pk we pass. So what next? To do the return statement, and we render. All these are basic Django stuffs. So what's the name of the template? Post underscore detail. So post underscore detail. Then we'll pass in the context, which is posts. Yeah, I think we're done. So we'll go to the urls.py. Just copy and we'll give this post / we'll have a regular expression. So now we'll import the other view, which is post detail that has view, and we're going to name it post detail. I think that name is okay. So what next? We'll go to the templates in order to, and now we'll have to remove all this. Yeah, this is the area we're working with. So we have to pass in, like we did. Oh, why don't I just copy and paste this from this place? Yeah. It's pretty much the same design to save time. So yeah, then would have a way to link this in the home page. That is this, to make this link, because if we hover right now, it's just showing hash. So we have to link it to that particular post. So to do this, we'll be using the URL and passing post detail. This post detail is gotten from this name. So we'll pass in post detail, and post detail needs one argument called the pk. So we get this pk from this object, which is post.pk. So let's head into the browser and see what we've got. So when we hover, we see it's equals to post2. So when we click, what happened? Template does not exist. Okay, let's see. My mistake. Okay, I forgot to put the HTML. Once again, my first tutorial, so I'm still trying to just be focused. So let's reload. Yeah, it's working. So we have the second post. If we go back to home. Actually, let me update this in our base.py, base.html. So we can have a link back to home. Okay. So when I click home, it takes me home. So we have the home page and we have the details page. So we click home, it takes us back. And again, if you notice, this text is quite long. So let's just truncate that using template filters. Let's see, post.contents, truncate words, and pass it maybe 30. So it's gonna put truncate words. My bad. Okay, yeah. So you can see it adds an ellipsis and truncates the word. So you have a very short home page, then you click on it, then you get the detail page. So yeah, so far so good. Our app has been working as we expected. So I think the last thing I'll be showing you in this first part would be how to actually create a new post. So we'll head back to the views.py and we'll name this view. What are we going to name it? Post create. Yeah. So we have the function to get then first of all, since this is a creation of a post, we have to create a form. So let's head to our app, create a new file, forms.py, and we'll create a form class. So name this post form, and it's going to extend forms dot and I'll have a class with meta to define the model. Model is going to be equals to post, but we have to bring that in from yeah. Okay, so and we also have the fields. And what are the fields of this form? We have the title, content, pub date. So we'll be needing the title, the content, the author, and the category. Okay, title, content, title, author, content. Okay, so we'll have the title, author, category, and the content. Okay, I think this is all we would need for now. So let's head back to the views and import this from import post form. Yeah. So we'll give it a form and we'll say post form, then we'll return it since it's just a get request. So we'll just be getting the empty form. So return render. What's the template? Let's check. Post form. Okay, post form .html. Yeah, also add this because it's the block folder. Then we have a dictionary for the context. We'll pass in the form, and I think this should be able to get the form. So form post. Yeah, so let's go to the URL and create the URL for this create post. Yeah, and also remember after this get, we're also going to create the post function, but I just want to make sure everything is working for now. So post will remove this and just do post new. I think that's okay. So post create, post new, or whatever you want to add it as post create. Then we'll go to the post form. Then we'll remove all this because we won't be needing this. So as always, we add our CSRF token, and we have the form. We render the form as paragraph. So let's see if this is working. Okay, method post and action equals to this page because that's how it's going to be. So post / new. Okay. Oh, right. It's actually working. So we have this category. Yeah, it's working. So now the get method is working in our post create view. So now let's do the post method. So the post method, now we're going to do declare the form, and we'll say post form, and we'll pass in request that post. We could also have this empty if you want, whichever way it works. So we have the form, post form. Then next thing we say is if form dot is valid. If the form is valid, what do? We call in form dot save, because this is a model form, so it has a save method already in it. So then we return form.save. Then let's see what we can do. We can redirect. So form.save, then we redirect to home. I think that's okay. We redirect to home. Then return render. You can just copy this. So Yeah, so let's check this out. For the post create, we have a get method. This is just still basic Django. So it's just that we don't use the conditional branching, the if statements. We just put them in functions. So the get gets the form, the post takes the form, and if the form is valid, it saves it, then redirects to the home page. Then we also have this HTTP response. So let's try this out. Okay, so let's see. Test posts created by admin in entertainment category. Then we could have some content here, and let's click submit. Did that work? That actually worked, but it did not redirect. You could see it actually worked. Test post. So let's see why that didn't work. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, okay. Stupid mistake. I'm supposed to return redirect. So let's create some other one. Some new posts created by the author in fashion. Then some cool content, and click submit. Yeah, so it's working. So you have some new posts. Yeah, everything is working so far. So in this first part, I introduced you to the Django class-based views, and we talked about how to use functions to actually how to use classes to actually render views. So I'm going to be going straight in this course and just complete stuff. Then over time I'll be explaining in depth. So I don't want to have too much explanation at the beginning. I just want it to be hands-on. Then as we progress, we'll talk more about why some stuffs happen and why some stuff doesn't happen. So I think that will be it for this first part. So in the second part, we'll be talking about Django generic class